Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. My name is Praveen Mishra and today we are going to discuss about our environment. Does this environment provides us the right to life and also the right to die? We know if you're a resident of Delhi NCR region, you know that air quality index, it has touched the lethal mark of 400 plus. That means it is 4x more than the permissible limits as per the international organizations. So this brings us this question that are we really surviving in an environment where we have got our Article 21, or is this Article 21 is focusing on something else that is deadly, severe and lethal, that is euthanasia? Are we focusing on this part? Well, it might be difficult for you to understand euthanasia and right to die. And that's why we are making this video, to make you understand what are the constitutional obligations and what are the constitutional provisions for such type of things. Right, everyone? So stay tuned with the video, and by the end of it, you shall be going ahead with the proper understanding of right to die, euthanasia, and why this right to have clean environment is in question right now. So let's begin with the first ever MCQ related to the topic, so that it will provide you the broader picture, the clear picture of the topic that we shall be discussing, right? So here is the question: which of the following statements correctly differentiates between suicide and euthanasia as per Supreme Court's jurisprudence? Statement 1. Suicide is an unnatural termination of life, while euthanasia is natural process allowing death. Statement 2. Suicide involves individual's intent, while euthanasia involves medical or third-party decision. Statement 3. Suicide is punishable under Section 309 of the erstwhile IPC, now BNS, while euthanasia has been partially legalized in India. So we have got four options, A, B, C, D. So let's go ahead with the correct answer. So statement 1 is absolutely correct. Statement 2 is also absolutely correct. And so is statement 3, right? So we have got the correct answer, that is D, 1, 2, and 3. Right, everyone? So let's go ahead and understand the whole case, starting with the year 1996, that is the famous Gyan Kaur case. So the question was, does this right to life also involves the right to die? So the answer given by the Supreme Court in the famous Gyan Kaur versus Union of India case 1996, State of Punjab case 1996, that remember, you have got right to life, but you don't have got the right to die. You have got the right to die with dignity, but not the right to die. So as you can see, Gyan Kaur and her husband Harbans Singh were convicted under Section 306 of IPC, the erstwhile IPC, that talks about the abatement of suicide. Okay, for encouraging their daughter-in-law to commit suicide. And so they challenged their conviction, see the audacity, by arguing that Section 306 violates their Article 21, since right to die should be the part of right to life. And Supreme Court stated, "Acha, tumhi log bahut samajhdar ho." Oh, nice, you guys are very clever enough, sharp enough, and we guys are some stupids. You have yourself made the judgment that right to die should be the part of right to life. And so, court gave them the clear distinction between life, right to die, and right to die with dignity. Right? So, as you can see, the statements coming directly from the Supreme Court's judgment. So, the right to life is a natural right, but suicide is an unnatural, remember the term, unnatural termination of life. Hence, right to die is inconsistent with Article 21. However, the court gave a narrow exception. And what's that? Right to die includes right to die with dignity only. Okay, so right to life includes right to die, but yes, with dignity, not through the means of suicide, especially in the case where life is nearing its natural end. Simply speaking, any kind of terminal illness or dying in a dignified death. So in the Gyan Kaur case versus the state of Punjab, Supreme Court clearly opined. Remember, Article 21 includes right to die, but not suicide. Okay, you have got the right to die only with dignity. And so court upheld Section 309, that is attempt to suicide, as constitutional. Right to die as not, remember, not a part of Article 21, but the very same judgment opened the room or the space for the further discussion on right to die with dignity. But remember, nothing was justified by Supreme Court in the Gyan Kaur versus the State of Punjab case 1996. Okay, but It gave us few constitutional and the legal significance. As in, first of all, it restored Section 309, making suicide as an illegal thing that is simply a punishable offense. Secondly, it opened the door for later debates on euthanasia. Okay, what is euthanasia? We shall be discussing it. And further, it also drew the very first constitutional distinction between unnatural deaths, that is suicide, and natural death, that is with dignity, that is known as euthanasia. Right? And then comes in the year 2011 with the case Arunima Shanbhog or Aruna Shanbhog versus Union of India. The name Aruna Shanbhog always, as an individual, as a person I'm talking about, always gives me trouble. It always shakens my inner consciousness. As the lady, she suffered for 37 years in the vegetative state. She was trapped in her own body. And the pain, the remorse, the grief she would have gone through those 37 years, we can't even think of it. Imagining is way beyond that. Okay, so Aruna Shanbhog, as you can see, she was a nurse, and she was brutally assaulted by one of her colleagues only, and the assault was so severe that she went into the PVS, that is persistent vegetative state. She was neither sleeping, she was nor awaking. She was opening her eyes, but she was not able to respond to anything. She was not able to answer anything. She was neither able to move her body, never. Nothing. Just over for 37 years. The word just is the biggest irony here. Watching her condition in Mumbai's KEM hospital, there was a social activist, her name Pinky Virani. She filed a petition into the Supreme Court of India seeking mercy killing, as in euthanasia, for Aruna, arguing that keeping her alive in such a condition violated her right to life under Article 21. Right to live with dignity under Article 21. As since 31 years till that time, 32 years till that time, 2011, she was undergoing severe pain, undergoing severe struggle, undergoing severe tension, right? So as we can move forward, as we can understand the key legal question in the case, does Article 21 includes the right to die with dignity in case like Aruna's? Is euthanasia, whether active or passive, legally permissible in India? And so comes in the Supreme Court's judgment, the court's reasoning. The court gave a clear-cut distinction here once again between active and passive euthanasia. So as you can see, active euthanasia, a deliberate act to cause death with any type of lethal injection. So it was held absolutely illegal and equivalent to homicide, that is murder. Passive euthanasia. So court stated that this could be done medically permittable. It could be medically permitted, okay, in severe cases. Just the case where the life has already ended naturally. The life is of no use. The person is gone into any kind of, terminal illness or any kind of that one particular PVS where there is no means to the life left. Okay, so it may be allowed under strict guidelines. And so the guidelines have been issued by the courts as well, Supreme Court as well. Okay, so what Supreme Court stated, that it should be the duties of the concerned state high court. And the state high court must see any kind of case of passive euthanasia directly under its supervision. So firstly, if any person is to be given any kind of passive euthanasia, so the person needs to file the petition. Not that person, but yes, the kins of the person needs to file a petition into the respected high court. Second, high courts, they will form a medical board of experts to examine the case. They will hear the relatives, that is the kins, the hospital staff, that is the medical staff, including doctors and others, as well as they will take the informed decision only after analyzing, factorizing all the concrete details. And if the High Court says that, okay, we can go ahead with the passive euthanasia, then only it will be permitted, or else it won't be. So, considering Delhi's pollution right now, we are somewhere, ironic but fact, we are somewhere going through that passive euthanasia only. What's your opinion, guys? Let us know into the comment section, and we shall be discussing your comments in the next video before starting the next discussion. And so here we have got some questions for you guys. Remember, initially I gave you the answer of the question, but here this will be your call. You will let us know the correct answer into the comment section. So here is question number 1 for you. Okay, suppose a person writes a document stating that if they ever fall into any kind of PVS, that is permanent vegetative state, no life support should be used to keep them alive. Okay, and this document is referred to as living will. So which Supreme Court case validated such a document and recognized it as a part of right to die under Article 21? So I've got 4 options: Gyan Kaur case, P. Rathinam versus Union of India case, Aruna Shanbok case, and Common Cause versus Union of India case. Right? So guys, you can pause the video, look forward for the correct answer, and let us know with the citation. That is, this is question number 1. This is the answer. And here comes in the question number 2. Okay. The Aruna Shanbok versus Union of India 2011 legalized active euthanasia in India. Statement 2. The same judgment allowed passive euthanasia under strict High Court supervision. So which of the statements given above is or are true? Both, only one, only two, both are false. Okay guys, so these are the 2 MCQs you need to answer into the comment section. And yes, for our dear serious UPSC aspirants targeting the examination year of 2027, for you our resolution plus batches are going to commence from 18th of November. Guys, remember, it is what? Resolution plus November English medium batch. It is a long-term P2I, that is prelims to mains to interview batch, right? Why you should enroll in this? Let me give you the answer. You will be given 1000 plus hours of live lectures. In case you miss those live lectures, you will be given access to the recorded lectures. Furthermore, teacher's personal class notes that he or she is using to teach you will be shared with you at the end of the session in PDF format. Apart from that, 18 books, literally 18 sets of printed books will be shared with you at at your doorstep. As in, you don't have to go anywhere to collect them. You just have to let us know your address, and on the very same address that you have shared, we'll parcel these books to you. Well, this is the knowledge enhancement part. Why you should enroll in the Resolution Plus batch. The very next reason, the knowledge assessment part. 75 plus tests for prelims, 12 plus tests for mains, and multiple mock interviews for your UPSC CSE interview, that is personality test. So technically, the prelims test series, the mains test series, the interview guidance program, everything under one single subscription, including the 1:1 mentorship program. Yes, the moment you have subscribed, the very next moment when personal mentor will be assigned to you, with whom you can connect anytime and discuss your issues that you are facing in your preparation and academics. So this is what we have to offer for you. So this is for 2027, and yes, we have also got the batches for 2028. So they both commencing on 18th of November. So you need to enroll yourself before on or before 18th of November. And now let's talk about the cheap trick. The trick that will provide you the batch into the cheapest of the price or the maximum possible discount. So I'm giving you a promo code. If you apply this promo code, you will be getting maximum discount on the subscription that you are taking. For example, if you are taking subscription for 2027 batch, so your price is 20,999, but it will be reduced down substantially, okay, if you apply this promo code, that is PRV Live. And let's say, for example, you are applying for 2028 examination. So the course price, okay, the subscription price is 34,999. This will be also drastically reduced if you apply the same promo code, that is PRV Live. So guys, quickly enroll yourself using the code, and yes, never miss an update from the channel by hitting the subscribe button of our channel StudyIQ IAS English. And you can also join me on my Telegram channel, that is here, okay, with the channel name Praveen_StudyIQ. So you can just scan the QR code and connect, or simply go on Telegram search bar and type the channel name Praveen_StudyIQ. You'll get all the PDFs of the classes that I perform here, or the links of the other important topics, discussions, MCQs, and so on. So please just enroll here, okay, just scan the code here and connect, or else you can also join me on my Instagram with the username Praveen Mishra _2107. But guys, please hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, good day, take care, see you soon in the very next video, and keep studying well. Jai Hind.